I'm recording now. I guess I will ask you some questions first that I usually ask.
Okay.
I mean, why did you decide to get the coaching? Of course, not because you just won it, but how long have you been playing League?
Since season 7?
Okay, so this is not like your main account then?
No, unfortunately.
Is this your peak elo?
D2.
Okay. And you're struggling to hit it now, or
Yeah. Mhm.
are you playing mostly mid or jungle? I don't. You're playing both, kind
Jungle.
of. Okay. Okay. Where is it updated?
Yeah.
So what's your goal this season then?
Challenger. Do you think it's
Okay.
possible?
Okay. Mm, realistic
No,
though.
it's okay.
Yeah.
Masters, Masters. It's probably Masters. I'm serious.
Okay. Okay. How are your LP gains at the moment?
It could be better. Like I think it's plus 27, minus 24, 25.
Okay. I mean that's fine for climbing. It's not like
Yeah.
horrible.
It's yeah, we're still netting like 3 or 4. It
Mm-hmm.
is what it
Mm-hmm.
is.
Okay. So what do you think your biggest weakness is then?
So I know that I tend to throw a lot. My mental gets in the dumpster, and like if someone fucks up, I kind of want to like run it down.
Mm.
Not like run it down, but like I
Mm-hmm.
don't play as best as I could play. Like I end up
Mm.
like okay, so say I'm on drag and it's like the best drag call, right? Because their jungler's topside, but my bot wants to like freeze the wave and not push and come help. And then by the time like they do, like I'm getting hit with their mid and their jungler, so I lose drag, and I end up
Mm-hmm.
just staying and dying for it.
Okay. So why do you do it then? Like,
What?
yeah, why if you know your problems then
So I could prove them a lesson, you know?
but
Like, hey,
you're
next time help me
only
a drag.
okay, but you know that that's not the case, right? Like
Yeah,
they
it's not
probably
good.
don't give a fuck.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck. But then, like,
Mm-hmm.
when 22 minutes rolls around and, like, it's soul drag, they're pinging me saying it's a jungle diff because I couldn't secure the last 4 drags, you know?
Mm. Okay. So you think your mental is like a problem overall?
It's, it's the only problem.
The only problem you're flawless mechanically, or
No, I do fuck up time to time. Like I miss smites and sometimes I don't ult, you know, but that's with every echo and
mm-hmm.
jungler. Cuz you want to
Okay.
like maximize it, right? So,
Mm.
yeah.
So I mean, okay, that kind of ties into the next question. And like, what do you think mechanics are in League, or what defines good mechanics?
Uh being able to dodge skill in like just for echo specifically or like
In general, I would say.
being able to land your abilities and like dodge skill shots
Mm.
macro.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that's definitely interesting. Like this is the first time I'm coaching someone that's above platinum, I think. So usually the answer is just
Ooh,
that's like
I'm
the
not too far
answer.
from plat.
Yeah, but the usual answer is just hitting your abilities and that kind of stuff. But
Oh.
yeah, you're definitely no, but that's like the low elo answer because you're definitely right. It's also about just dodging and just playing around all the abilities, of course, right? They're in the
Yeah.
game. Right, there's 10 champs in the
Being
game.
unpredictable. Yeah.
I, yeah, that as well, I guess. But mostly just really thinking about what's going on in the game. I think that's something even a lot of players that I know that are even around master elo or whatever, they sometimes it feels like they're not really thinking about all the possibilities of what kind of skill shots they need to dodge and that kind of stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
just actively thinking about it, it's gonna improve you a lot mechanically. I mean, we're gonna see how your mechanics are. You're saying they're pretty good, so yeah.
They're okay. They're okay.
Hmm. And do you watch like any league content creators?
mm, like Arc second every now and then. Shilau Bao.
What?
That's probably Shilau. I don't know how to
You
say his
mean
name
like
to be honest. He's
Jalaban?
the Zhao. Yeah,
Mm.
that guy.
But
Yeah.
even outside of Echo, just any other ones or
Like my friends, but that's about it.
okay, okay. Okay, wait. They're telling me I should make it louder. 1 second. Can you do it? Okay, can you say something again?
Hello, hello.
Oh fuck, you're kind of loud for me. I don't know if it's
That's
better in
too
the
loud
stream
now.
now. Can you say something again?
Hello, hello, hello.
Is it fine now for the stream? Guys, like, they're telling me that you're too quiet, but no, they're not answering. Okay, okay. And you're using Blitz, I hope? Or is
No,
no?
it's like malware on my computer for some reason and crashes my game every time. So.
Really? And
Mhm.
have you used any other substitutes? I don't know what else there is, like Profess or
Nah.
whatever.
No, that's like malware to me too.
Bro, I mean,
It slows it for some reason it like either shuts my client off or like slows it down. Like I get frames dropping and stuff. I don't know. My computer's a toaster for sure.
okay. I mean, it's
Mhm.
definitely helpful. It's definitely gonna help you in getting master because it's one thing you just don't need to think about anymore, you know? If you know if you see the jungle timers, it's super valuable for sure.
True. True.
Yeah, okay.
But you don't
It's
see like the enemy's jungle timers unless you walk to that camp, right?
yeah, but it's not about the enemies. It's like it's just about
Oh,
your
it's
own
yours.
mostly, just so
Oh,
you can have good efficiency. Yeah, I
gotcha.
guess
Okay.
we can go into the OPGG review as well with that. One thing I noticed right away is, of course, your devs are pretty high, I would say. I mean, that's something you said that you sometimes fuck up with those. I mean, it's also maybe because you play mid, and if you play mid, you have higher devs for sure.
I was mid's like my secondary. I used to
Hmm.
only play Echo mid and then like durability
Like,
happened
like
and
12
yeah.
devs in this game, for example, against these
Oh
kind of
yeah, I
camps,
had
it
fun.
probably
Hmm.
shouldn't happen. They don't really have that much to see.
Yeah,
In
agreed.
general, like in winning games, at least I feel like you shouldn't have more than 3 to 4 devs most of the time. But it's obviously hard
Hmm.
to tell. But yeah, you have a lot of games, and having so many devs, then I usually am
Yeah.
around 3 to 4. I would say on all my accounts. So just probably tells me already that you maybe have like bad decision making sometimes. I don't know.
Hmm. For
And
sure.
your CS numbers. I mean, I would say this season they don't need to be that high, but still like 6.4 is quite low. It should be at least around 7, 7.5. And
Oh.
especially in winning games, like that's one thing where the blitz will really help you
Hmm.
for the CS. You know, like CSing is just gold, and gold is power for Echo. That's basically it, right? So
Yeah.
it's definitely something you need to focus on. By the way, is this like the only account you've played on recently? Because you're
I
only
played on Little Dumpling.
what do you lose? Can you also send that?
Yeah, I said it.
Yeah, the person I'm coaching right now is the one that got picked from the giveaway. Also, do you always go like the what's it called, precision secondary in the runes?
Yeah.
Ah, you don't even go
I like
tenacity. Okay, interesting.
yeah. I used to. I just remember it getting like nerfed and so I just switched
Hmm.
off of it.
I
'Cause
think
I was
going
stacking.
yeah, I think going magical footwear and futures market is definitely better. Like they're
Oh,
just
okay.
much more impactful in my opinion. Do you always go bluesmith? Obviously I couldn't really look at the OPGG beforehand here, so I'm just kind
That's
of.
fine. Oh, you're good.
Are you always going bluesmite or no?
Going what?
Bluesmite?
Blue
The
Smite?
yeah,
Yeah, for the most
seems
part.
like it. Yeah, I
Like I
think
would
that's
go
the right
green,
choice.
but oh, okay,
Hmm.
good.
Yeah, I also tried it out like all of them, but I think bluesmite is basically always the best for Echo.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
yeah.
also seem to always go double adaptive first. I think in general in jungle the attack speed usually has more value because you auto attack so
Faster
much.
clear. Hmm.
Hmm. The general on
Yeah,
Echo.
I feel like I miss a lot of my autos like
Hmm.
sometimes when I like try to pop my passive, I miss
That's
my
what I was
auto
about to
and
say.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. I
it
think
definitely
is
helps
it
with
would
that.
changing to that attack speed rune help?
Yeah, definitely. I
Oh,
think this is not really that worth it in the jungle. I mean,
okay.
the only time I don't know what kind of pathing you take if you do the raptor start pathing, then it's kind of okay because it lets you be a little bit healthier. But yeah, I think attack speed in general is definitely better. Gives you more value in the jungle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, there's. Do you always go Nashers or do you also sometimes go Lichbane?
Nashers. Cause for
Mm-hmm.
the attack speed. So like maybe if I switched off to the rune, then I wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
always go Nash.
You also build quite a lot of defensive items, I would say, for my taste. I personally very rarely build defensive items. I don't know if you've even watched my newest video, but I also talk about it there. That like defensive items are really situational, and I think, for example, in 2K and Oranga or whatever, it's fine to build Zanyas, but in general, it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I only saw it once here, but I don't know if you build it more frequently. Yeah, I mean, you
Not
have.
too much. I feel like most of the games end after 3 items.
But for example, in this game, I don't understand like what's the point of Zanyas here. Obviously, you have good stats in that, but
I
especially
think for
because you don't even have
KDR.
Rabadons here.
Oh yeah, I actually don't know why. Maybe I forgot to build that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you should never ever go Zanyas before Rabadons, in my opinion.
Yeah. Agreed,
It
agreed.
just, yeah, it takes away so much carry
That's trash.
potential.
I don't look at that one. That one's not good.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Alright, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of hard to see, especially also because you haven't played recently, but
Yeah.
I guess you
I linked the
can.
other OPGG.
Ah,
You
wait,
can
yeah, I didn't
that
see.
one.
Did
Yeah.
you link in chat?
Oh, I can sit in chat.
No, I found it.
Oh, okay.
You have quite a lot more kills here,
This
actually.
looks really bad here. Wait, there's another account. Can I?
I don't care. It's
Does
fine.
it not matter? Okay, I mean it's still pretty recent, but
Yeah, no, it's fine. No, you played a lot of games here. Yeah, but yes, see, you build Zanyas way too much. I think, especially just learning Ekko without Zanyas is much better, right? Like, Zanyas is not a needed item for Ekko. He doesn't really. It's not like Fizz or whatever. I mean, Fizz also doesn't really need it, but it's very good on him. But on Ekko, you have your W, you have your ult. You have so much defensive stuff in your kit. You shouldn't really need it if you play correctly.
Yeah, those 2 games, like the back-to-back, the 4-6 and 1-9. I think I was just going Zanyas because it's like cheaper than Rabadons at that point, and I was just like down that game.
What the
So
fuck
I
were you
just
doing
didn't think
here?
it'd be. Oh, that was the rune pages kind of default to that if you don't change it in time.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. It's just
Interesting.
I get unlucky games.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely not optimal. Especially, I think if you ever go this room page, then it should be because of the tenacity, and not because of this. Like this was nerfed so much, it's just not very good. And inspiration has so much more value. I don't even know how you're able to ever complete items without Futures Market. Like, for me, it's so difficult. Damn, you had a good streak here.
Yeah.
Okay, and I think maybe... Have you tried playing with Lichbane?
Not since, like, I stopped playing mid.
Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna say, like, go play Lichbane, but... I think in some games it has more value. Although, if you're used to playing with Nashers, I think you should just keep playing with Nashers, to be honest. It's fine.
I'll try it with, like, attack speed and see how that goes.
Yeah, you definitely do that. Anyways, like, always, basically. Okay, yeah, there's not much more in the OPGG, to be honest. I can really see. I guess you can just go in queue.
Yeah, okay.
1 second. Wait, where do I need to time someone out? Oh, okay, I didn't even fucking read that. Well... someone in chat is also saying First Strike is good, and I played First Strike earlier on my low elo account, and I didn't really like it, to be honest. I think at the moment Dark Harvest just outperforms First Strike most of the time. Obviously, it's not horrible. It's completely fine to go for First Strike, but Dark Harvest just has more impact. You kind of need it in a lot of games in the early.
I feel like First Strike lets you build your items faster, but like it doesn't scale well in terms of damage late game.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it helps you because it gives you gold, but I think the extra damage just being like helping you to get kills in the early game is more valuable. and it
Yeah.
lets you scale up faster as well. So, are you already in queue?
No, I'm starting.
Okay, yeah, just share your screen then.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Plus 32 OP. Did you make this account new or what?
Yeah. It used to be minus 17 LP, and then they implemented the LP changes, so I had to get with the times.
Okay.
I had to be positive too. That was the start of like the mental changes, you know?
Okay. Yeah, I mean, mental is definitely something that's holding me back personally as well, so I can't be a good coach there, but I think that's definitely something very important. Also, for example, today I felt like I was just in a good mood. I was really feeling like I wanted to play the game, and I won a lot of games because of that. And then oftentimes when I was just streaming every day and like kind of forcing myself to stream, not having fun, just tilting so much, then I also lost so many games.
Yeah. But at least you had fun, right?
Well,
Tried to.
today I had fun, but if I'm having bad days and not winning any games, then I'm not having fun. For sure.
Yeah, I
not.
have that same issue too. When I stream and I'm like not in the mood, I lose my games, but I try to have fun with it. And then I ask myself, am I even playing to like win anymore?
Yeah. Okay, wait, change your room page first of all.
Oh yeah. So you want inspiration, this and that, and this.
Have you never played with Futures Market? Yeah, this is good. But
I tried it when I was doing First Strike, and it was cool, but I don't know. I like Triumph a lot.
Okay. What's your ban, by the way?
It's Graves, Kindred, Lee Sin.
So which one? You can only ban one?
I'm gonna do Graves.
Well, you always rotate?
Yeah, just depending on the mood, like what I'm feeling.
Okay. Well, I feel like
some people I can tolerate during that game, like, you know, but like Kindred, if it's a Smurf, like usually they're all Smurfs if they're playing Kindred, and I just fucking lose every time. But it, like, her pick rate's not as high as Graves.
Yeah, I feel like all of these champs are kind of not champs I see a lot at the moment, but I feel like people have different experiences anyways. Also, maybe on your server, right on NA, maybe there's more Graves players or something. I don't know.
What's your ban?
At the moment, it's Jorvin, but mostly because Jorvin's just the best jungler. I think in general, like counter-wise, I think Kayn and Rengar are probably my biggest bans, and Hecarim. If I would see more Hecarim, I would ban Hecarim. It's such a cancer champ.
Yeah. Yeah, Red Kane's impossible to kill. Hecarim late game's like impossible to kill, especially if he snowballs early.
Yeah.
And then who was the third one? You said J4, right?
Yeah, that's what J4 is what I'm banning at the moment.
I think he's getting nerfed this patch. Again.
I don't know. By the way, do you want me to like tell you what to do in game, or do you more want me to just let you play your game and only maybe give like small advice or give advice afterwards?
Advice probably afterwards, unless it's like small, then that's fine in the moment. But
okay. So mostly just write down stuff.
We can try both ways. I've never been coached before.
Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, some people prefer it if I talk a lot with them, and others they want to just play, I guess. I think in general it's better to just let people play, because then you make the mistakes you would usually also make. But
possibly, yeah.
Okay, so where do you think you should path this game?
I would probably sit bot a lot, because it's Senna and Pike, and we have a pretty, I don't know. Okay. I always sit between bot and mid, but like this game, I would probably sit bot a lot because actions can be hard to like check my W at. Like he has a lot more getaways. Oh shit, I have this on like windowed. Let me put it full screen. Actually, never mind.
No, but it's fine. I can see your mouse this way, I think. Or what do you mean?
Yeah, like I was playing TFT earlier, so I had the client and windowed, and
okay.
It's okay though. I've also been
Yeah.
told that I buy a lot of pink wards. So what do you
Hmm.
think's like a good amount?
I don't know. I think you should usually just buy them when the one you have placed is cleared. I think you can definitely waste too much gold there, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Obviously don't know. Maybe people are over exaggerating, but yeah, I mean, for example, on Ekko or whatever, I never have 2 pink words in my inventory. I don't know if you ever do that, but
Sometimes.
I think you shouldn't do
Yeah.
that. Ekko is very dependent on gold,
Yeah.
so even the 75 gold, it adds up at some point. You know, like 300 gold is a kill, and you wouldn't want to just randomly throw away kills, would you?
No.
I don't even fucking know. I didn't even know you can do
Oh,
that.
I wasn't watching
Oh, damn.
unlucky. This is a very unlucky game. They usually never start like this. I was watching your stream for some reason.
Okay. Yeah, unlucky. It doesn't matter though who got the kill.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. The Zed is not gonna be happy about that, but it's fine. So wait, you're saying you want to gank bot, but you're pathing top?
I do 3 camp bot. And then like maybe gank mid and then do raptors, maybe go back mid and go top or go top.
Okay, I mean, at this point I'm just intrigued.
Depends.
What is gonna happen here?
Depends.
I'm a bit confused,
well, we already
but
entered, so.
okay, we'll see. I think. Well, no, I'm gonna tell you after the game
Okay.
what I think about this. But let's see. Maybe it works. Maybe I learned something new. Yeah, it's true. Like bad games do make for better coaching and learning. But of course, like this kind of mistake wasn't really one you can learn from. Just dying there.
Should I like throw my W here? I feel like I should, but
Yeah,
I
you
just end
should.
up
You
never
should.
doing. Fuck it.
Okay, no. In the early game, like on your first clear, you definitely should always use your W.
Yeah. Oh my god, this never happens.
Okay.
So not gonna go because he's already killed. I can look mid, just to like kind of relieve pressure here, and then go wraps or help clear.
You're
He
gonna
started top
skill
side.
your E also. Okay. This is 4 in fucking an A. Yeah. Damn. I feel like you're kind of low, but I guess you'll heal up from the camps.
Oh,
Careful with the
Maokai's
Maokai
here.
though.
Yeah, I can't. Just not guaranteed. Oh, I didn't smite it. Oops.
I think you should just recall you're gonna die if he keeps summoning you.
I kind of want to go for bot scuttle because he's probably trying to take my red, but his red is still up.
Yeah. I mean, this is all the things that are happening here is so. Don't buy potions. Don't
Oh
ever.
shit! It's too late. Oops.
Dude, I kind of like there's too much happening that I'm not used to. I don't know. You're just you don't give a fuck about jungle clearing.
I do, but like that, I can't go to red, right? Because he's probably gonna try and kill me there since I was too low. Like I
Somewhat
can
yes.
go look bot here because they're pushing and the scuttle's up and his red is up too, so I could like go bot and like kill them maybe, and then go to his red. I don't know. He might still be clearing my top side.
He might be.
Their sums are down too, I think.
Yeah, you can definitely kill them. Yeah, there was a good EQ combo, definitely.
Like I should go check, right? I don't know. Might be an int.
I mean, we saw Maokai top a second ago, so.
Oh yeah, he's still top. Yeah. He's at my red maybe. Actually, he'll pass through this ward if anything.
Yeah, maybe he's going mid. I don't know. What time is it in at your place right now?
It's like almost 9 a.m.
Okay.
Oh, Zed is AF fucking K, dude. This is when I get upset, dude.
Yeah, okay.
Don't we have a Janna that like fucking shields? No? Okay.
Okay. Wait, you only need one. Yeah. I mean, I guess you got some kills, so it's fine. You should definitely go top here. Like you
Yeah,
haven't
yeah.
even went top once this game.
I kind of want to. Yeah, true.
And if you start clearing, always start clearing from the outside. So go to the Crocs first. Here.
Okay. Good call.
Yeah, so he took your red.
I don't know how low he is. Ooh. I don't have flash though.
I think you should have also bought a sweeper here before, like when you're on base. I guess you should go for the crab first. You know, you need to think
Okay.
about like the crab is contested area basically, so
True,
it has
true.
more value. I think the marker was also kind of low, so yeah.
Oh, I want him to jump over with me into more. Oh wait, he's what? Okay, we just claps on him. No.
I think you should just farm.
Yeah.
I mean that's one thing I can already tell you. Like that's gonna help you
That's
so
why
much
my
if
farm's
you.
6.4.
Yeah, I mean 6.4 is surprisingly high for how I've seen you play so far, to be honest. But I'm not even joking. I'm so confused.
That's good then. We like that.
I mean, maybe you pick up the pace in the later game. I don't know, but like in the early game, usually, at least if you do the start that you did, you should just full clear most of the time. But I guess you kind of got something.
Some games I do. If it's like someone that's gonna invade me a lot, like I try to full clear opposite side.
It's just the problem with your playstyle is just it's super inconsistent. I feel like because if you don't get anything, then you're just super weak.
True. Oh, is Zed's here?
I think you can actually do drag. Who's their jungle? Mid, I mean, action, okay.
Yeah. If these guys die, then maybe we can't do it.
It's a bit risky now, but I think you can finish it, yeah.
Yeah.
Can probably kill the Akshan.
Yeah. Dude.
Okay.
What is it? Ooh, they're so low. Yeah. Probably walking up this way. No? Oh, we're so fucked here, actually.
Rough.
Um.
And this is such a fiesta. And the Twitch is loving it. I think if you go in debt, like you're not used to playing with futures markets, I'm telling you, like go buy a control board as well. Well, no, you can't. But in the future, like if you're going in debt, you're already like you're always just paying 50 gold, so just always get a control board if you can, basically.
Okay. Like Maokai's top
Also
so
go to Rift. Yeah, but I think you should clear your jungle before. But like starting from the Crux usually.
Oh yeah, oops.
Yeah, because see, like if you Just think about it where you're walking. If you want to clear your whole side now, then you're walking top. If you clear
Back,
crux,
yeah.
you know, like you
Yeah.
don't want to be there. You usually want to be around the mid of the map. So also, I think you should take the crap here before doing it, because if a fight breaks out, it just helps.
Okay. Hopefully it walks back.
Yeah. You can actually do it. I've seen Ekko the Nico do it like simultaneously, just proccing the passive basically. I guess that's what you can do theoretically. Yeah.
It sucks you can't pick it up right away.
I don't know. Where do you want to place the Herald?
Probably bot side or top. I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, I usually, in general, I like to place it mid because I think the mid tower is the most valuable to
Strongest?
get down. But
Yeah.
yeah, in some situations, of course, you can play to your stronger
They're
sides.
always, yeah, because they always ARAM mid. I feel like I'll do it if there's no one there.
Yeah, I mean, in general, just the mid tower, you know, it opens up the map so much because it's like a whole line that the people can't walk
Yeah.
anymore. On the sides, the towers, the tier 1 towers, at least, they don't matter that much.
Maybe I just help. It's warded though. Yeah, I'm confused.
I mean, you can look bot.
Because well, it's like warded, so I feel like I should just cleared.
Yeah, there's not that much to clear though. I think just placing the Herald on bot here is not a bad idea. And I mean, they're also fighting for some reason.
Yeah.
So you just get them.
Oh. Why knock him away, dude?
Guys, like, if any of my viewers are below D4 on NA, then I don't know what you're doing. I'm gonna be real. And not trying to be toxic, but what's happening here is just so... I don't know. It's so random. It's like it's as if people are just running in and just, I don't know, they don't give a fuck. You should have definitely placed the Herald here before 40 minutes for the plates.
Yeah, I missed out.
Would you say most games are like this, or is this like a one-off?
No, most games are like this.
Okay. Because someone in chat was saying maybe it's just a Fiesta game, but...
Oh no. Maybe I make it in time for plates?
I think the Herald takes a little bit too long to charge, but...
Oh, maybe I just die, actually.
Now you can even place it. Okay, the Jenna doesn't give a fuck.
Yes.
But this Jenna player is just pure comedy. Probably just rolled out of bed. Yeah, in the future, of course. I mean, I'm sure you know that placing the herb before 40 minutes is good, but
yeah,
definitely make it a priority. So much gold.
Yeah, should have went bot for it faster because it only had 3 plates left.
Yeah, I mean, I personally place the herald oftentimes just because I want to get rid of it. I hate playing without sweeper. So
yeah.
Did you even buy sweeper? I haven't looked.
Yeah.
I think at this point you should probably just place it mid. I think you can even get the tower there. The Zed is pushing it.
Akai's top.
Unless you got the mid tower, so that's fine. I think in general you're looking way, like, not enough at your lanes. Just especially, for example,
Yeah.
when you're here around bot side, you should just look bot and see how their HP bars are. Especially like if you're doing an objective, you need to see if they're low or if they can contest and that kind of stuff. And of course, if you
Okay.
can go there.
Should I go there over drag if they're low, or should I just do drag if it's
I
free?
mean, it really depends on how low the dragon is, of course, right? You're not gonna drop it if it's on 1k HP, but if you just start it, maybe then, yeah. It's like a very open question. I guess there's so many variables.
Yeah.
For example, here also,
That
it's
just
like
gives up
you could
mid.
have looked mid like way earlier, just see.
Yeah. Hold the turret.
Especially when you're walking around the river, you're just clearing your jungle. There's no reason not to look at your lanes. You're not really, you don't need to really look at your screen. Okay, I guess your Twitch is kind of fat. Yeah, I feel like you're also not pressing tab a lot. Like it's kind of. I mean, or are you looking at
Not
the
what?
items? Like you're not really looking at tab too much. I feel like I personally, when I'm looking at your gameplay right now, I don't really know what's even going on in the game, like who's fed and what, you know. For example, that the
It's
Twitch
just
has a
action.
700 gold shutdown.
It's just action. Action does massive damage.
No, no, no. What?
Like you're not seeing like the items or like the
Yeah. I mean,
KDA or
yeah. I'm just not seeing. You know,
uh
I think you need to press tab so much and just see what's happening in the game, basically. You know.
yeah.
I think you should just leave. Your bot lane is not there, but okay. I mean, their bot lane is also not
They're
moving,
not
so
coming. Yeah. So
man,
it's both bot.
this was like a technically, I don't know, wrong, but it definitely risky play. But it just didn't even get punished.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, the game's looking pretty won, to be honest. Could probably just get the next Herald. Maybe reset for Nashers here. And then do Herald.
I should not smited. Yeah.
It
He's
probably
topside
won't
now.
matter. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, usually with 13 gold, you should probably wait and not go. You know, like when you go out of base with futures market, it's minus 50 gold. But
Oh yeah.
so if you
Oh, I
just need
can't
to
help
wait for
you.
like 10 or 13 gold, then it's not worth. But
Just do that.
I would say if you're like minus 50 gold or whatever, just go. Yeah, you can give the red to him. He's fat. I think if he's not, if he wouldn't be fat, I would usually just take it at this point. Still,
Yeah.
maybe in the late
Same.
game you should usually give it to your ADC, but. I think you can still get the Herald. Okay, I guess they're here.
I think he's just casting that for like just a warning shot. Maybe he's on it right now.
Okay. Yeah, I guess he is. Okay.
What a TP by Mordekaiser, dude.
He was just showing support. I don't know. This is just such a stump, honestly. I think I can even go into like a game review here because especially your pathing in the early game was very sus, I would say. Like it was so.
Well, it throws me off if I'm like really low health. Like if I know they're in my jungle, then I definitely like none of those camps are mine, right? Like without inting.
No, but like in general
So
that
I don't risk
you.
it at all.
Yeah, that's fine that you didn't risk when the marker wasn't ready you, but like the fact that you don't even full clear or you're not even thinking about full clearing, it's definitely. It just makes your gameplay super inconsistent in the long run, you know.
True.
Because the jungle gold you need to think about is like 3 camps is basically a kill. It's a
Yeah.
little bit less, but still, and it's a lot of XP as well, and it's the one it's the one thing that is just safe for you. They will always be there, so you need to make the camps respawn and that stuff. So there are definitely situations where you can leave them up a bit, but yeah, I think that's probably a reason why. I mean, your PGG also didn't look very consistent, I would say. Of course, sometimes you just lose games, it happens, but
Yeah, I think in like high kill games for sure, I agree.
what?
Oh, I thought he was gonna let him go. Like in your games, you probably have like 10 kills per game, right? Like it's a lot less. So that's why all of your gold comes from farming.
Well, nah, I mean, it's not that extreme, but
Oh.
it's definitely less than in these games. Like 2 kills per minute or something almost.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. But obviously, I also play on low elo accounts or whatever sometimes, and I still farm there. Of course, you can like right. Of course, you can just win games by getting kills and stuff. But it's just if you want to reach higher elos, it's just not gonna be consistent enough. You know.
Yeah.
It's just super coin flippy your playstyle. See, like here's Futures Market is so good here. You can buy two.
Yeah, you get
You could
double.
never.
Yeah.
And that happens so much. That happens like every game. Some situation similar to this at least.
Around 20 minutes.
What? No, like just
Where
in
you get
general.
double rod. Oh, okay.
No, just like a situation where you have nothing to
Yeah.
clear, no gold to generate basically, and you can still buy the item because you have Futures Market. That's why it's so good. Like imagine if you if you didn't have it, you would sit on so much gold here, and you obviously you don't want to sit on any gold when you go out of base. What the fuck's this Garen doing? Like, they have objective shutdowns and he doesn't even take it.
Oh, I fucking. No way! I hate Garen, man.
Yeah, unlucky, but I mean, you're super fat anyway, so.
Yeah, we can go.
You need to place there. Oh,
Oh, I
it's
dropped
fine.
my riff. Oh my god.
Whatever. Yeah, you can
Yeah,
just
my
do
screen's
Nash.
going
I think
purple.
they.
Yeah.
They can't really contest.
Rip, rift.
At this point, you can farm for your Robotons. You can also ping it, you know, like ping how much gold you need, and then it automatically calculates the first strike gold, the
The
futures
future
market
gold.
gold. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
yes, for
actually
example,
don't
now
really
you
know how to
can.
ping it.
I think control
I think
or
I think I have
alt.
the key disabled.
Oh, well, it's
Yeah,
it's either control or alt, right or left click.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I do
Good
that
to
pretty
know.
often because like doing maths in game
So
is just
people
too
know.
much. Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
just for me most of the time,
Oh,
but
oh.
with futures market at least.
Oh my god, these guys are toast. Actually?
He's gliding on them. Okay, I think you can actually end here. Can you?
Yeah. Maybe get.
The wave is kind of far
maybe
away,
a
but
turret. Maybe one.
I think you can definitely get both turrets. Like the Nexus turrets.
Yeah, this one and one Nexus probably.
See, for example, the Maokai is also spawning kind of alone. So maybe if he does something stupid, you can just pick him off.
Yeah.
I think the Twitch wants to have some more fun.
He needs to get full build real quick. It's the red buff. He's baited. No, he's already got it.
You can also go base and buy the Madras here as well.
Okay.
You also have 10 stacks. Do you usually build Madras? I didn't even see that actually in the OPGG.
Recently I've been building it because the 10% movement speed is really good, but I always call it Medjai's curse because anytime I do build it, I always die.
Okay.
So,
No, but
I
it's
don't know.
like I think Ekko's probably the best champ to buy Madras because it's so easy to
Yeah,
not die on
it's so
him.
good. Yeah.
And
Oh,
obviously it helps
yeah, totally.
snowballing. No, but I mean, dude, I didn't even realize you have 4 deaths. When did that happen? It's felt like you've been fed the whole game. When did you die?
It never happened.
Okay.
That's a bug.
No, but like Madras, I think you should always if you have 10 stacks, just build it. Of course, you might die the first couple of times or whatever, but at some point you will just get better and not die.
For
But
sure.
like if you want to improve, that's definitely something you just need to start doing.
Okay.
See, like right now, I feel like you should just be looking mid more, just see how they're moving and whatever, and maybe they're walking into the jungle. You can pick them off.
I look at map a lot. Like I'll
Yeah,
say that for
that's
sure.
fine. That's fine. Like looking at the map
Okay.
but it's just half the info. You know, you don't know their HP, and HP is such an important thing to know because it will just tell you if they need to go away, if they can help
Recall
or whatever.
or not. Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
That's true.
It's like a tip, I guess. I think I heard it from Midbeast or someone. Like, just if you see someone die, also, it's super important to just look there really quick. Like when your laners fight or whatever, and your laner gets solo killed or whatever, then just look at the HP.
The aftermath, yeah.
Yeah, and just see what will happen, and then just because it makes you, yeah, it just helps you make the right choices.
Oh my gosh, they're out of there.
Okay, wait, actually. Yeah, I think that was pretty quick, so I can also do a little bit of a game review. I just need an NA account. 1 second. And I think I can just use one I used recently. Okay, so like in general, I would say you're actually pretty good mechanically. Not gonna lie, like probably the best mechanics I've had from someone that I've coached. But
thank you.
You don't use your W. You know, like that's something I noticed in the late game. Like in every fight, you should always use your W. That's something that probably is a cause for a lot of your deaths, to be honest. You know,
I use it more for engage.
No, just always use it. If you're fighting, always use it. There's no reason not to. What are you saving it for? You know.
True. Saving it for next game. You're right.
Exactly. Like just use your abilities. And also when you said that with the, like I think you have very weird like way to think about your W. Also, when you said in the early game that you're not even using it for clearing, you definitely need to use it there to just stay healthy.
It's always on my second buff or my second camp since I sometimes do 3 camp games.
Just use all your abilities on cooldown.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, who was it that gave me the NA account? I need to find. Or do you have an NA account I can log into really quick?
Oh yeah.
Because I can't download it from you. Wait, let me see the damage, by the way. I mean, not that much damage, but it's. I mean, in this game, it doesn't really matter, honestly. It was 1 after like 10 minutes.
Sorry, I gotta test passwords real quick. I don't remember them. Okay.
Can also see if I find it, but I don't know. I think I actually would have found it, but I guess. Okay, I'm gonna leak the username.
Okay.
Alright, wait, what was your plus 32 p, right?
Yeah.
Just so I can download it. Let me share my screen really quick. I'm not even sure what I can really tell you because your start was so chaotic. Just, but I guess I can just show you like which
Kind of
camps I would have
sucks,
went to normally, but
Yeah.
it kind of worked out, of course. But I feel like it's in the games where you have stats like these or whatever, then it probably just didn't work out, you know, or when you're 1-9. It's hard to say, of
Yeah.
course, but
It's inconsistent for sure, yeah.
mm,
I feel like those games, oh, that's with the Heckram. Yeah, he kind of picked up some early kills and then he just snowballed and then was out of control.
yeah. Okay, let's see. Yeah, but overall, like the W usage is definitely something that's gonna help you. I think, for example, your combos and that stuff is definitely good for sure. Like it's probably the same. I mean, you can definitely reach D1 or whatever with that combo wise, but just the fact that you're not really using your abilities effectively or at all.
Off cooldown.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, off cooldown is of course also not a generalized thing you should say, but
Yeah.
I mean, when
clears
clearing,
and-
definitely off cooldown, but also only on your first clear because I mean W cooldown is really high, of course. So if you're looking to maybe gank, then you should keep it after the first clear for sure, because you might need it then. But on the first clear, you will go way too low if you don't use it. Yeah, of course you're just AFK. Okay, see, like your game plan was to gank bot. If my game plan is to gank top, either bot, either what I will do is just start red, and then clear, full clear, and then when you're here, you can see like either they're maybe overextended, then you just go straight bot, or if they're not overextended, and also when they're healthy, of course, then you just full clear and you're level 4 after full clearing, and then you see if something can happen. Like Ekko is such a strong scaling champ. It's so there's no reason to have this inconsistent playstyle where you always go for these flippy plays, you know? I mean, you can do it, of course, and it works out sometimes, but in a lot of games, and especially against better players, it will work out less and less. That's something I guess you need to realize. So,
Yeah.
if this doesn't work out, and then you're just kind of fucked for the rest of the game.
True.
And especially if you're going bot, you see like where you're going as well. Like you're going here, then here, then here, and then you see like the way you're walking up and then back down again. That's just super inefficient overall.
Yeah, it really is.
So if you want to go for this pathing, which I would never recommend, I guess I would just go like blue, wolf, scrump, and then bot at least, because then it's a little bit time that you saved.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But what I usually do at the moment is just I start Q, I do Raptors, Red, Crux, and then Recall for Dark Seal, and then you can gank bot, and it's a very good timing, and you're also quite strong because you have the Dark Seal. So that's definitely something. That's something you should try out with, especially with the like. It probably fits your playstyle, and it's something I've had a lot of success with recently. I'm basically always doing it at the moment. And it is also so good because your laners don't need to leash you. You know, the enemies have no info basically then.
Yeah.
And you can do it really well with Ekko's Q. Just make sure you don't start W accidentally, because then you can't do it.
Right.
I mean, yeah, but overall this game was obviously such a fiesta. See, like here, especially after they already died, the fact that you're not just walking here and just keep clearing is like, it's trolling, you know? Of course, you actually kind of helped your Zed here, and maybe that's like my ego or whatever, but I think Ekko is just a champ where you need to play more around yourself. So this kind of stuff, what you're doing here, I feel like this is not something that Ekko should usually do. Because it's just, you're sacrificing yourself kind of hard for your laners. I think, did you even get the kill here? What happened? I don't remember.
No, I think he gets away.
Yeah. I mean, that's obviously nice for your Zed, but it just slows you personally down quite a bit. And I think with Ekko...
Oh, we get the kill. Sorry, we get the kill.
Yeah. See, like but that's just because the action is a retard, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
It just shouldn't happen. And this kind of stuff, obviously it happened all the time in this game, but a lot of the stuff, it just wouldn't happen against better enemies, is the thing. Okay, he had it warded, that's why the marker also went straight there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess at this point when you saw him here, you should have just smited and went away, you know, like you had smite up.
Yep.
Also because it heals you a bit,
Yeah,
makes
it's like
you...
500. Yeah.
Wait, did he flash?
No, he
Why
jumped
is
to
it?
it.
What, why is
Oh,
it?
did he? What?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I
Oh,
didn't. I don't know
no.
why it says that it's on cooldown.
Why is it on cooldown?
Yeah, weird. I guess he flashed on the lane or something. Yeah, here, I mean, you're also wasting a little bit of time, but not really. It's fine. Yeah, I guess going bot here after all that stuff happened, which it just shouldn't have happened in the first place, right? That's the point I'm trying to make. Usually you should have just went from Wolf straight to here, and then he has no timing to ever invade you, you know? And you're full cleared, your jungle comes up again, you have good timings and that stuff. Of course, it's cool that I think you even get kills here, right? Because...
I feel like if I did go to Raptors to red, like Maokai could still invade me with action. They win that 2v2.
No.
No?
Like
with
why would they
into
ever
me
do
instead?
that?
I don't know. They do
Like
some
what?
crazy shit, dude.
I mean, maybe, I don't know, you know your server better than me, but I swear, like, if a level 3 Akshan and Maokai ever think to just
They
randomly
love
invade you...
They love invade. Like, I died to a level 1 invade. Like, they're very
Okay, but level 1 invade is
predictable
something different, you know? I mean, that's the way you get
Yeah.
picked up here was just like they're looking for it, and if they find something, okay, but... You know, if he's going in here, then he's just committing super hard. Like, he can't just randomly leave his lane, usually. He shouldn't be able to, never.
But he gets a lot of prio into Zed. Like, he has better clear than
Of course,
Bush
but
does.
still, like,
Yeah.
in level 3 you shouldn't, like, on your first clear it's super unlikely that you're ever gonna invade. I mean, I don't know, maybe you really have a different experience, but...
Yeah.
Theoretically, you should never be able to get invaded here. Or, like, in the early... Do you get them? I think you do, right? Yeah, like, I mean, their bot lane is also just... I mean, the players suck, but also their lane is just kind of bad, I feel like. Pike...
Pike and
So they're super squishy, easy to gank. I don't know where you flashed here, but...
It just looks cooler. I don't know.
Okay. I mean...
No, yeah, it was a waste. It was a waste. I thought he was gonna get away.
Do you think you usually flash, like, too easily? Or what would you say? Because that's definitely something... I've heard that multiple times from people that one tip I gave them is just to see their flash as a very high value cooldown, and that helped them so much with dying less.
I feel like I have bad judgment with flash sometimes, and I always just play like err on caution, because like the times where I feel like I'm good, I don't need it, I die. And then like sometimes I won't even commit and I'll press it last second and I still die to like an auto or something after I flashed. So I just like flash early now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you should really treat it as a very like a very valuable cooldown, and mostly use it defensively. I think in the early it's fine to flash for kill to start like snowballing. But and also in the early it's easier to just avoid enemies if you don't have flash, right? Because you can mostly be in your jungle if you want. But dude, like for example, the Garen, I don't know what he's ever doing here. Why is he ever walked up like that? It just shouldn't happen.
He wants to fix his wave, I guess.
Yeah, but it's so like this is D4, you know, like
Yeah.
He's on 1 HP. He thinks the Maokai just disappeared. Like the Mordekaiser disappeared.
The problem
killed
is
him.
like people think like after they've burned their flash, they think they're safe, and they usually walk back into like danger, and then I pick up a lot of kills like that. But I mean, he probably thought that like he has ghosts, like he's fine. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
Monkey brain.
Yeah. Yeah, here I think you actually maybe you could have even played more aggressive on the. I think also. I mean, did you mean to attack the plant there? You said you wanted him to follow, right?
Yeah, I thought we were on the same like pixels, so I just.
Okay. Yeah, I think you should just E on him, but yeah, of course, if you manage to get him over there, it's better because the Mordekaiser's there.
Mordekaiser.
Yeah, he has the Nimbus Cloak or whatever. That's why
he
he's so
died.
fast.
Flashes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. You're actually quite fat here. I mean, you get so many free kills, but it's just at some point these free kills they just won't happen anymore.
Yeah, for sure.
And then that's where you'll be missing a lot of farm, you know. That's why the farm is just so important. Because it's something you can rely on basically, unless you get perma invaded by champs like Graves or whatever that maybe can bully you a bit. Yeah, Kazakh's also quite good if you see ahead, but yeah, here I think you were just not looking enough at your lanes. Like I didn't even know that they were in this HP. I mean, now you started looking, of course, and you also, I think here you said that like, oh, Zed is here, but I think even without Zed you could just fight here. To be honest, the way they're walked up.
I didn't know where Action was, but now that I see it, he's based.
I mean, yeah, of course, but still.
I think he pops me here, or is it like the next time I see him? Oh no, we did drag.
Oh yeah, that's when they.
Sheesh.
Yeah, see, like this is the thing, because the Maokai is also not farming. But imagine if you're just farming more, you would be even more ahead. That's the thing I'm always saying. Like, of course the others are also not farming, but that's why it's so easy to just get ahead by farming, because the enemies won't do it. So he actually just walked out, by the way.
Oh, this was bad. Yeah, Maokai gets here in time.
Yeah, this was a bit messy,
like,
but
super messy. If I was like in range to get to Senna, I think I don't know.
What? How far did I go back? What the fuck? Wait, how did I go back? I pressed like twice.
Oh.
The fuck? I just wanted to see the fight again. I don't know if you could have outplayed here, but I mean, you're a little bit low to engage on that. I think at this point, when you see like when you don't find the action right away, you should just keep running, of course. But yeah, I mean, these are the kind of mistakes that just happen sometimes. Also, I think maybe you could have procced the passive here and just kept running, although the sapling was in there.
Oh,
yeah. But in some situations, I mean, that's something you actually did pretty well, I guess. Just playing with your passive, better than a lot of people have coached. But
yeah, I feel like the movement is so broken with passive.
Yeah, it's very important.
Oh, they get him. Oh, okay.
Wait, did you just get tilted?
Yeah, they get him. Yeah.
I mean,
recalling.
Yeah, as I said here, right? Like take the crab first. It gives you movement speed, and it also gives you vision, of course, and that kind of stuff. It's just, and it doesn't even take a long time. And there's just no reason not to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, of course, your herald usage, we already talked about, was not optimal. I think one you let run out, the other one. Like, if that's something you often struggle with,
yeah, dude.
Then
just use it.
Just use it then. Like in this.
Just chuck it, okay.
Yeah, at least it's like, of course, if you just put it here, it's not. Wait, you can target towers. I didn't even know. No, but like it's not optimal, of course, but at least it's some gold you will get, and it's gold you just don't get now because you don't use it. So here, I think they're above this line in general, and also this. You can usually you should definitely at least look at the lane, right, and just see if. Of course, they might have it worded as they do in this case, but so just look at the lane and see if you can maybe gank it. I feel like a lot of times you were just running towards lanes without even knowing what's really going on there. And obviously it worked out quite a lot of times, but it you can just say that it's luck. If it's, I mean, it's hard to say, of course, but realistically it's probably mostly luck. If you just run at lanes and you don't even know their HP. Yeah, this Maokai, nobody knows what he's even doing. Why you would ever walk up there? I guess because the action was moving, but
yeah,
it's just very. Oh, you died here. Okay. Well, I mean, at this point, for example, I would say the game's pretty won.
For sure.
Like the Twitch is super fed. Their team comp is fucking garbage. You're also pretty fed, even though you have 4 deaths, of course, which is not optimal, but you're still 2k gold ahead. Yeah. So, but definitely something you need to improve on is like not dying so much on Ekko. I think I mean I didn't really look, to be honest, in these last few fights because I was focused on other stuff. But like your W usage, I think in the early you used it more, but in the late game I really noticed where you just didn't use it for some reason.
Okay.
Oh yeah, here you wanted to place the herald. I think you should also just, it's obviously a very small detail, but just place it before you clear the wave here.
Oh,
Of course, it was just unlucky that the Akshan is there, but
was there, yeah.
there's no reason not to just place it really quick and then clear
Instead
the
of
wave.
clearing the wave, okay.
I mean, you can clear it afterwards anyways, right? The herald needs 2
True.
seconds or whatever anyways to spawn it. And also because it was super close here for the timing. I mean, someone in chat said
And
that
safer
it's...
too.
Yeah, someone in chat said it's like, I think 1350 is the last time you can spawn it and it's still gonna get off the charge, but...
Yeah.
I think it would have been too late anyways here, but just in general, there's no reason to not just place it really quick. Get it out of your inventory. I think your Drake, do you usually do Drakes, would you say? Like, is it something that you prioritize?
I try to get all the objectives. I try to do it before Rift spawns.
Okay. Yeah, in general, I think objectives are
it's
very
free.
important this season. They buff them a lot, so they're definitely something that's gonna help you win a lot of games as well. I mean, Rift Shovel is super good now because it gives you a lot of gold, and Drakes just give a lot of stats. Even though they got nerfed, they're still super good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think also
I'll
buying
give
this
like
fine.
soul point though.
What? What do you mean?
Like I'll give soul point if I feel like we're not at a point in the game where we can like fight for Elder. Because I like rather delay Elder than like just lose.
Okay. So wait, you don't take soul, you mean?
Sometimes, like some games where I feel like we're losing and I want to delay Elder. Than,
Yeah,
like,
I mean I can't really say anything about that. It's obviously really it depends on what's happening in the game. Sometimes that can be right, but in general, of course, you want to have soul, right? The soul's definitely gonna help you as well. It also really depends on what soul. I think, for example, Mountain Soul is not even that good, but Mountain Drake is really good. So
yeah.
Like, what would you say is like the weakest Drake in your opinion?
Soul or just like...
Yeah, just like Drake.
I think, honestly, I think Ocean's the weakest.
Yeah, I would say so as well. I mean, Ocean is pretty good in the early.
Yeah, early, and it's great for laners. Like, I feel like they don't bitch so much about, like, you know, being low and stuff. And ganks.
Yeah, that's definitely right,
Because they sustain a little bit more. But Cloud is so good. I feel like Cloud's underrated.
Yeah, people always say that Cloud has like the highest win rate as well. I don't know. Cloud Soul. I think it's
like,
okay.
You usually win with macro.
Yeah, I mean, it helps. It helps passively, right? People don't realize you just run to your camps faster, you run to lanes, you're just able to be active more on the map, I guess, with the movement speed. It's just something that's kind of hard to quantify, but it's definitely valuable.
Sure. Yeah, it's like a built-in hack room.
But for example, I would say like Cloud Soul is not.
Sorry, my.
Are you there?
Oh yeah, that was like a coin flip. I definitely would have given it if they like started walking up, but.
Yeah, I mean with Ekko you're not that easy to pick off anyway, so that's why also I think Ekko is a decently good invader.
Oh yeah, he's super safe.
Yeah, would you say that you often go for invades?
Yeah, especially if I know where the jungler is at and if I feel like my lanes have prio.
I think that's definitely a good habit in general. I mean, it's better to just invade and maybe fail a couple of times, but obviously you need to learn from it, right? If you notice you're dying a lot while invading or whatever, but in general, I would say invading is definitely something that they kind of made possible again with the change where you're not dealing reduced damage to enemy camps.
Oh so, yeah, they reverted it.
Yeah, it's good.
That's
like
why
one.
I also...
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna say like one camp I usually invade is this one because you can clear it so fast, right? The raptors.
Oh yeah, the raptors.
Usually when I'm
safe.
Yeah, after clearing my jungle or whatever, and when I'm walking through the river, I'm just gonna check really quick. You need to walk up until here, you see if one of them is up, and then you can take it, you know? And I often do that, especially, of course, if you see that they're like bot or something.
Yep.
Then you can just take them really quick, and they're gonna get you ahead. For example, here, I think what you did here is really good. I think a lot of... I mean, it's not necessary, I think, at this point, because you're quite ahead, but in general, the fact that you kited away from him is something... I would say a lot of low elo players probably wouldn't have done here. They would have probably stayed close to him and gotten attacked and that stuff, but the fact that you're using your passive here is definitely something that's good. Like that's a good habit. If the Garen was stronger, then you
He's
really need to
gone,
do
yeah.
that.
Phase rush and then stride breaker, yeah. So like for invades, usually I keep like my yellow trinket a lot longer than I feel like most people do.
Fuck, how did I go so far back again?
Oh shoot.
No, like what I wanted to say here also. Well, I think you should like to what you just said. I think you should always get red trinket after your first base, in my opinion. As a jungler, it's just super important to know if you're being spotted. You know, because it also makes you waste a lot of time if you're walking on vision and you're maybe standing in a rush or whatever. Here, what you did here, like, why would you ever go over here without placing your W first? Like, if you ever go over any wall and you have your W up, just use it. Right, that was so risky.
Well, like I was like, I'm pretty sure that's just like a warning shot. Like I don't think he's actually there because like otherwise I feel like they would have showed for Garen earlier. And so I wanted to use W for Riff because I felt like he was on Riff, and so I wanted to use W at Riff.
What the fuck is an Acer? What is a warning shot? Like, do people just randomly use their abilities and no, like...
Like,
does that regularly happen?
It's all for show. It's all for show, dude. Like, it's not legit. Like, that's what he did, though. He was trying to delay.
Maybe, I guess, yeah, but still, like, I mean, that has nothing to do with the argument that you should just place your W while going over. Obviously,
another reason
it works
is
out,
that,
but...
like, I'm super ahead anyway, so, like, even if they try to jump me, then it's like, I can get out.
Being ahead is, like, one more reason to play even safer. I mean,
yeah,
you want
true.
to die even less than...
Yeah.
So there's just no reason to hold the W there. Obviously, you didn't even really drop low here because you're just so ahead, but still.
Yeah.
Just a bad habit.
I don't think I even used W in the pit either, so... Yeah.
Well, someone in chat also said that like the Drakes for him feel like a waste. I think that's definitely not the case in the current meta.
The what?
The Drakes are like a waste of time.
Oh.
It's definitely like Drakes are they give you so much stats. Like, can you see it here? Look, like 7.5 ability haste and 7.5 attack speed. So much. Shielding power.
He must be an ADC player.
Maybe. No, I think he's probably an Ekko player, but he's saying, right, he wants to get fed of CS and kills, but it's like, you can obviously do both, right? And realistically, you just get kills, and for example, a good timing to get Drake is often like after you kill the bot lane. Then you just go to Drakes and clear them, right?
Yep.
And
yeah.
But sometimes you can also just do them, of course, or maybe just force a fight. That's also something. If you feel like your team is currently stronger, then it's often not even a bad idea to just force Drakes to kind of see if the enemies will contest, and maybe you can beat them then. But that's obviously something you'll have to get experience with, just kind of knowledge-based, I guess, to make these kind of decisions. But still, yeah, like dragons are super important.
I usually get drags like when you're saying like off of bot kills. Or I get it if like my bot wave is shoving and like their jungler's topside. Usually that's like when I get drags.
Would you say that you often use your rocket belt? Like, do you value rocket belt a lot or not? Because for example here I think you kind of don't value it too much, but I mean, you know, like realistically, are you ever gonna get the kill here? Probably not, right?
No.
So
I'm just like doing a little damage, but yeah, I like using that ability a lot.
Yeah, the Mordekaiser are actually kind of trolled here. Yeah, you should. Yeah, okay, that's definitely also something then. I mean, it didn't really happen too much this game where I felt like you used it too easily, but in general, I think the rocket belt is also quite a. I think even I kind of use it too. How do you say, like, too often? Honestly, yeah. When I see some high elo echoes play, they sometimes don't use it at all in like fights unless they really need to, and they obviously they have like better. Better limit knowledge, I guess, to know when they need to use it, but yeah, I think it's definitely a valuable cooldown, not only offensively but also defensively. Yeah, here like the Mordekaiser actually trolled you pretty hard by ulting the Pike. You would have killed him there, and you also flashed for it. Yeah, but this like the way you played this was definitely fine. More interesting. For example, here also, I didn't notice that in game that you used your rocket belt here. Were you trying to catch the Akshan, I guess?
Or wave clear. It's bad
Okay,
for
okay,
wave
never use it for wave clear.
I know it's really bad for wave clear.
I mean, okay, you can sometimes use it to
Yeah.
last hit a cannon or whatever if it's dying, but in general,
Yeah.
just yeah, don't use it for
Trash.
anything other
It's
than fighting in general. Fighting or escaping, of course, if you need to.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, what's your CS at? Oh, wait. Do you kill the Garen here? I mean, of course, if you hit your Q, then I think you would have killed him right away, but...
I think Garen gets away with
I
like one
think you,
health.
for example, your spacing is kind of bad. You could have probably killed him if you just stayed on him. At this point, you're so much stronger than him. What? You went Serpent's Fang. Okay. Like, at this point, you're so much stronger. See, like, one more auto would have just killed him, and you're running way too far away from him there for no real reason.
Like when I ran into my W, or
No,
like when I
like,
ran
just out. See, like, how fast you are here.
Yeah.
Look, like, you proc your passive, and now, see, there's so many autos you're just not doing. You could have autoed him way more here.
True.
Honestly, just right-clicking on him would have probably killed him. Right,
Yeah.
just not even doing anything. Of course, like, the Q miss here is not optimal. Yeah, the fact that you ulted here is definitely correct, because the Garen had ult. Yeah, I mean, your team was moving, so it turned out okay. Obviously, you didn't place the Herald here, so it ran out, but
Yeah, riff.
who cares? Your tank haggled ahead. Yeah, now I think you even have the Rabadons after base. Yeah, thanks to Futures Market. Have you never noticed, like, when I play without Futures Market, it feels so bad so often. Really, like, not being able to
No,
complete
it felt
items.
great. Yeah.
This game alone, you had
I
two
liked it, yeah.
two situations where it helped you so much. Yeah. I mean, of course, with Triumphs, you have some extra goal, but it's not that much, like 20 per kill, right? Or kill participation, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
one
like,
thing...
the health too is nice, but like, I mean...
It's not that necessary for
it's
Ekko.
nice to, it's not, yeah, exactly. It's nice
Here.
to have, but like not need to have for sure.
This fight was one where you really just didn't use your W. See, like, when you see this guy, I think you even saw him before on some vision, yeah. The fact that you throw your Q is good. Like, you keep him at range, that's good, but place your W on top of you, or place it, like, here or somewhere, but you're just not using it at all.
Oh,
just, yeah, I mean, it makes you more, obviously, you still kill him, but it's just because you're, like, double his gold, basically, you know?
Yeah.
It's just not realistic.
Uh-huh.
And then, yeah, the Twitch just...
Aberrant
space
Demon, dude. This guy
glided.
plays RuneScape. Who's...
What?
Someone's username. Oh, it's a Garen.
Wait, someone in my chat is recognizing you, I guess.
Oh, hi, Whoopi. How are you? Yeah, I got lucky.
Yeah.
Won the lottery. Can I go test out my RNG now?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's anything really interesting happening anymore.
No.
Let's see.
We just run it down, I think.
No. I mean, maybe some mechanical stuff or whatever, but I think at this point it's just your tank haggle ahead.
Just snowball.
As I said in game, also you're kind of not looking at the enemies enough, in my opinion. Especially in this stage, like when you're super fed, you can just constantly be looking for kills, so you also need to constantly be looking at the enemies. Right, just see their HP, see if they maybe walk into the jungle in a way or whatever where you can pick them off. And just hunt for kills if you're ahead. That's how you really snowball. I mean, you kind of snowballed this game for sure, but it felt like a lot of the kills were just gifted to you, you know? Like they were not kills that really should have happened if the enemies were a little bit better.
Yeah.
For example, here, just like, obviously it doesn't matter, you're just ending, but I would have just placed a W here, like, in a second. While you're clearing, just get into the habit of using your W when you're fighting, just placing a W here, then maybe they
I think
will
it's gone
keep
cooldown.
fighting. No, it's not.
Oh no, yeah.
So just like obviously it really doesn't matter here, but in general, just seeing
Add
if
more
people walk in
chaos.
there, yeah, and also they will 100% not realize that you're placing a W if they're fighting. So
Yeah.
yeah, in team fights and that stuff, always use your W. That's definitely something that you can improve on very easily in mechanically. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Do you have any questions? I guess.
No.
No.
Just be better.
Mhm. I mean, okay, so like maybe recap for me. What did I tell you? What's the most important stuff to focus on?
And change the runes. Use W more often, especially in team fights, especially for vision. Um, farm.
Yeah, farm. Farm is
More
definitely.
consistent gold versus coin flipping early
Hmm.
kills, which yeah.
Yeah, just try it out. Like I mean,
Scuttle before riff.
yeah, I think do actually. I mean, I'm gonna upload this video to YouTube as well, so you can also watch it back if you want, of course. So you
Cool.
don't have to remember all the stuff. But I guess do you know the pathing that I'm talking about?
Yeah. The Raptors to red to Krugs, Recall, Dark Seal, go bot if you're gonna gank
Yeah,
bot first.
yeah,
Start
yeah.
Q. Yeah, I'll try that. I'll try that out.
Yeah, you will see like,
Curious.
but don't get baited into ganking unless the
Bot all the
like.
time. Yeah.
No, but don't get baited into ganking after doing the path. That's a mistake I did in the early. Like when I started doing the path, it's just like before recalling for the Dark Seal, I would just sometimes try to gank top or whatever.
Oh,
And
okay,
if
yeah.
that fails, then you just get invaded, at least by good players, and then you're kind of
Yeah.
fucked oftentimes. So I think most of the time you should just take the Dark Seal, and then you can
Clear.
look for a bot, and obviously if you get the kills on bot, then it's double positive, right? So because you also get Dark Seal stacks, and it helps you snowball.
True.
Yeah, and
True.
also I think also just using your high cooldown abilities a bit less.
More less often the early
Yeah, no, not
and
even
more
that.
often
Just
late
just
or
value them more. Just value them more. Realize that like
oh
Flash
yeah.
is a 5 minute cooldown. It's the longest time, like 5 times your ult basically. So you should also kind of value it 5 times your ult.
True. I feel like Flash is such a I don't know. I have boomer hands. Like I'm not gonna lie.
What?
Like I feel like my judgment with Flash is not great already as it is, and then my reaction with Flash is not good. Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
I mean
know.
that's just gonna be like limit testing and
Yeah,
practice
I mean,
over time.
you didn't really troll this game or whatever with your flashes a lot. But if you say
Yeah.
you sometimes maybe use it too easily, then yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what'd you say to recall after full clear on Dark Seal? Wait, I don't really understand.
Will you say to recall after full clear
I
and
guess
Dark Seal take
if you're like
practice? Oh.
if you're full clearing, I guess you should usually look for a gank, because if you're full clearing, the ideal base is just having a blasting wand and Dark Seal, and that's also why I like Futures Market, because it makes it easier to hit that. But I actually think you shouldn't even do full clears in the current meta. I think the pathing with the Q start is pretty good, and it fits the meta a bit better. And in general, it works very well for Ekko in my experience. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna play another game in a second though again, so I can also do it then, and you can see if you want.
Yeah.
All right, so you don't have any more questions?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop the recording then.